The human race once ruled Tyria. Now, we struggle to hold our ground. We've been defeated, driven back, and broken. But we will not surrender. So many nations have fallen. Only Kryta still stands. Our faith is strong, despite the silence of the six gods. With courage, we'll make our stand in divinity's reach. The city is my home. I grew up on the streets. Although I have friends, my life has always been hard. I've faced the worst this city could throw at me, and I sent it home bleeding. I'm done living hand to mouth. There's a war on our doorstep, and I refuse to be buried by it. Today, I stepped outside divinity's reach, hoping to find better luck outside the city. Problem is, when I arrived in Shamor, the village was under attack by centaurs. Innocent villagers are in danger. Someone has to help. I can take care of myself, but that's not enough anymore. Someone has to help those who can't. This is my story.
Hey, what's up, Rip? So yeah, actually I spent a lot of time today because I was in the hospital, so I didn't have anything else to do. And I just was reading up on the lore around, like, I had to understand how does the Revenant class even work, because it's kind of complicated compared to, like, a regular class. And I even put together a PDF document trying to summarize some of the... Basically, the Revenant can switch between different forms, and the way those forms work is based on, let's see, it's like legends. Like the Revenant can draw upon the mists, because Guild War 2 seems to have this. Hey, what's up, boss? Hey, Guild War 2 seems to have this concept of like these mists where some of the gods still, their essence kind of still exists, and the Revenant draws upon the power of the essence of these gods, right? They don't exist on the normal plane, but some of their power still emanates through the mists. And so the Revenant can switch between different drawing different power upon Jaelus, the legendary dwarf god. And actually, so let me see if I can. So one of the things, and ChatGPT has been really helpful, because ChatGPT used to really suck for video game stuff, like in version 3 and even in version 4, but ever since ChatGPT 5 came out, it's actually been really useful. Like, because it used to be you'd have to go to the internet and search, like, for information about classes. Like, if you're playing a new MMO and you're not familiar with the new MMO, you'd have to, like, this, I love the opening area here. It looks so cool with the rain and everything. But let me turn the sound down so you guys can. So, like what I was saying is, like, there's these different gods that exist within the mist that the Revenant draws power from, and you have to master what these gods give you. And so I kind of put together like, here's basically kind of the legends. And the Herald is a legend that's a new one that's been added. Like, I think the core, like in Guild Wars 2, you always talk about the core classes. Well, the core means how the classes were when they were released, right? The very first version of the game. So if you say, like, Revenant core, it would be whenever the Revenant was first released, what abilities it had then. And then when new expansions come out, you usually are able to gain access to some sort of a new specialization based on that expansion. And so the Herald came, I believe, with the Heart of Thorns. So the Herald is a different specialization, so to speak, but with regard to the Revenant, it's basically a different legend that you're drawing upon. So if you look at the Revenant here, I'm currently in the Dwarf stance, but they probably don't have access. I mean, when you're level, I don't know, because this is the first time I've ever really played Revenant. I think I played it once before, but I couldn't grasp the concept of it. There's just a lot going on with the Revenant. But it looks really cool. Like, it's very, there's a lot of depth to this class. Like when you look at it and you read through the lore around the class and how the class mechanics work, you can quickly see that this class has a very dynamic role, especially in PvP, because when you're looking, I created a cheat sheet here. And so basically my cheat sheet that I came up with talks about, this is really kind of ugly, but it talks about each of the different legends and how, what they grant you and kind of how you use them. So like in a PvP scenario, if you were looking to maybe chase someone down and get a kill because they're low on health and they're trying to get away from combat, you would switch to the legendary assassin, which is the Shiro Tagachi legend, because it grants you these skills. And these skills give you some interesting stuff. One gives you a shadow step, right, which is a gap closer. One gives you rapid strikes, which is best when used with dual swords, which is your burst DPS. And there's also an AoE stun, which is interesting. So a team fight, crowd control. If you're looking for survivability, like someone's coming into a team fight and you know that a lot of damage is coming towards you, you would switch to your Iron Hammer, Jailus Legendary Dwarf Essence, because he grants you defense and stability, and you would get these skills that would then be showing up on your action bar. You'd have a heal, you have a sustained heal, team stability, heal for allies. So I kind of created this today to kind of give me like a cheat sheet on what these different things give me and like how I should be using them. And I'm hoping that it helps because, like I said, the class is pretty intricate. And the other thing about the Revenant is it uses energy as its resource. So you can't really do anything if you don't have energy. Think of it as like a rogue almost, So like but the thing is when you switch from one essence, they call it a glint, which is weird. I still don't. Let me get back to. I think I asked ChatGPT, what the hell is a glint? Because I was getting confused. I don't know if I have it here.
Get everyone to the tavern. The Seraph want everyone to go to the tavern.
I think glint. Here we go. I asked this, I'm a little confused exactly what are glint. So glint is a dragon, and I kept getting confused because it kept referring to glint almost like it was like a mechanical resource or like some sort of something you use. So glint, and actually in the summary here, glint refers to multiple things. So glint in Guild Wars 2 lore is actually a dragon, character from lore whose essence you channel. But glint is the Revenant's legend. It means the set of supported skills, facets you get when you swap to the dragon specialization. So when you're thinking about the actual Revenant character itself and you're using the new specialization tree, which is called, I just forgot, Herald. Herald gives you the form or gives you the essence, right? Yeah, it gives you one of the legends. So one of the legends is the dragon. Like the dragon legend is glint. So I was just confused when it was talking about glint. So here, why Herald glint is so Herald is the specialization. Glint is like a dragon, but you're drawing upon the glint. But glint gives you these facets, and the facets are really cool. And I think I've got it here. When you go to, and actually this is another little bit of a cheat sheet I've got here, which talks about skills, effects, and notes. Oh, this is like, no, the lore in this is super cool, dude. The lore is like super cool. And I even did, another thing I did was if you look at the Discord, I created in my Guild Wars 2 section, a lore section, and I created a PDF on the 6 human gods. So when you create a character in Guild Wars 2, you have to pick one of the gods that's kind of like your Patreon. I wanted more information about that, so I did a little bit of research, and let's see if I can. I think I've already opened this like 1,000 times. So this is just like a summary of the different gods that exist within Guild Wars 2 and kind of the history. And I think some of this information you might be able to find actually in game, but I just put it together in a little cheat sheet here. So these are the different gods that on the character creation you can choose one of these to be your thing. Like the gods' actions and relationships remain mysterious. Lyssa's role in Balthazar's fall is debated, and the speculation persists that she may still influence Tyria in secret. And I think Guild Wars 2, the world is called Tyria, isn't it? The world of Guild Wars 2, I think it's called Tyria. The nature of the, somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. The nature of their realms within the mists, again, we're referring to the mists again, right? So I need to do more research on the mists. But yeah, the lore in Guild Wars 2 is really, it looks cool, Valstay. Like, I don't get super, I like lore if it's good. And the lore around Guild Wars 2 seems really interesting. Let me merge these tabs over here. So I always end up getting too many tabs. But, oh, but back, I want to show you this again. So, but back to the glint, which is really, they call it glint. I still think that's confusing, but glint's the actual dragon. The dragon's called glint. So they say, so you assume these different forms, and they're referred to a legendary hero. Ventar is the one. Jaelus Ironhammer is the actual legendary dwarf. But what's interesting about the Herald is it's a little bit different. The Herald gives you these different facets, and these facets are kind of like some of the other things in Guild Wars 2. Like if you're on a Guardian in Guild Wars 2, and you have these little skills that appear right above this bar here, like this one here, Legendary Dwarf Stance, there'll be these little skills here on a Guardian, and a lot of them give you passive abilities, but when you use your keybind to activate it, it gives you an active instant ability. It's like casting the. So basically, like a lot of those are like, oh, if I have this up, that means I have maybe a 5% better chance to block, for example, just creating something out of thin air. And then if I use it, maybe my block chance increases by 20% for 5 seconds or something. So the facets work the same way, right? So this one here, the Facet of Light, if you have this up, it constantly is pulsing an AoE regeneration heal, right? So anybody near you is going to get this passive healing because you have this Facet of Light turned on. And when you use it, when you use your keybind to use it and consume it, it's going to infuse light. It's going to basically heal for damage taken. So I'm not really sure how this works, like how much damage it's going to heal for. But so these are the different passives, and these what happens when you actually activate them. What's interesting too is I think you can have 3 or 4 of these up at once, like passives active at the same time. So it's underutilized. I don't know, Rip. I haven't really spent enough time looking at the lore. You know what I mean? But it seems really cool. Balthazar is the main protagonist of the Path of Fire. Yeah, I've got 3 of the expansions, but I've never gone through any of them. So I think that's my goal for this character, is to learn the character so I can play it in PvP. But I also would like to get more into the story and learn more about the lore, because I think and one of the reasons I'm kind of interested in it is not only because I love Guild Wars 2. I've always thought Guild Wars 2 is a great game, but you know me, I get lazy and I don't learn enough about, you know, I know, yeah, I buy the expansions, I never play them because I don't. I think for me, like Guild Wars 2 is one of those games where you have to put some effort into it. There's a lot of stuff going on under the surface that's not so easily digestible if you don't actually pay attention. And I hate to say it, but my attention span isn't always the best. So so I'm a little ADHD or something. But I want to spend more time getting into Guild Wars 2, the expansions, and because I also want to get the polearm specialization for the Revenant, because the best setup for the Revenant, I think, for being a support Revenant, which is what I want to play in PvP, is sword and shield as my main weapon, and then when I weapon swap, I'm swapping to the polearm. But I can't do that until I go through this other expansion, or at least activate the other expansion. So the other thing is I want to go to the launch. Is the launcher still open? Let's see. No. Where's the launcher? I want to go to the launcher real quick because they're doing a sale. I don't know if it's on here. Hold on a second. They're doing a sale on all the expansions, and apparently they don't do the sales in Guild Wars 2 like all the time, like very frequently. I don't know how true that is, but several people who've come into my stream have told me they don't always do a lot of these sales. You like the bear? I don't know, like, yeah, let me just hit play. I bought one of the expansions, I thought, through the inside the game, but I'm not sure how I did it. The shop's a little overwhelming, you know? There's a lot going on in the shop. But I wanted to get all the expansions. I wanted to purchase them all, basically. So if we go to the shop here, so there's the new expansion Visions. There's so many expansions and go. Well, I guess there's not that many. I realize the game's been out since 2012. So, but the new Visions Attorney, you can pre-purchase this apparently. Okay, here we go. This is the kind of screen I wanted to get to. So I own the Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns expansions. So I own these already. But you can see a lot of these expansions are on sale right now. Normally they're $30. Hey, what's up, Birdie? Normally they're $30, but right now they're on sale for $18. So that's actually a pretty good deal. You know, I bought this one, the Secrets of the Obscure, yesterday. I bought it for $17.50, which is pretty cheap for for a full-blown expansion. Because Guild Wars 2 doesn't have a monthly subscription, so you're not paying a monthly fee. So you're just, when the expansions come out, you buy them, which I think is a pretty nice model. There's also, so this expansion 1 2 I own, expansion 4 I own. I don't own 3, End of Dragon, so I want to grab this one. See, it's 40% off. And then there's this new one, which isn't on sale, which is expansion 6. And then I guess there's an expansion 5, which is, so what's interesting is what they did is pretty smart actually, is to get people up to speed with the expansions who don't have them. The earlier ones are cheaper. So as you can see, it's 60% off, 40% off, 30% off, 20%. So as you get closer to the most current expansion, it's not as cheap, which makes sense. I mean, they're just trying to say, hey, if you're way behind and you haven't played any expansions, hey, you can get the first 2 for $12. Kind of get you up to speed. And you can get the next one for. So, but this one here, we're gonna buy this one. Hold on a second. I didn't know if it was going to share any important information, but it didn't. So I just wanted to block the screen for a second. But anyway, so I purchased that. So let me go back here. So now I own expansions 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I haven't played through any of the expansions. So that's going to give me a shit ton of content to go through. And I don't know if you guys watched Kanan. Kanan's one of my... I don't watch a lot of streamers, as you guys know, but I do watch Kanan. And Kanan, I like Kanan quite a bit. He actually recently played Guild Wars 2. And I think he played it all the way. I don't know if he did all the expansions, but he played at least all the way through the first game. And he said it was amazing. He's like, this game's amazing. And he goes, it's probably one of the best MMOs I've ever played. So I thought that was pretty cool. And that's coming from Kanan, who's a big... he plays a lot of MMOs, but he plays a lot of the Eastern MMOs as well. He played like a lot of Lost Ark and a lot of like Throne of Liberty. But he's a... he likes the action combat MMOs. He's a big PvP player, but he played through the Guild Wars 2 pretty recently. He really liked it. So I thought that was pretty cool that someone who had never even played it recently and thought it was really good. Someone with his background who had played a lot of different MMOs. But yeah, so there's the Janther Wilds is 20% off. And okay, so here's here's the bad part, guys. The spear I need for my build comes from this expansion. Now, they may have changed it. Let's see here. Take to the Skies. Master the Sky Scale. And freely use weapons from any elite specialization and more. Yeah, so I don't know, Reptilian, if you just purchase this, if you immediately have access to it. So if you go to your build here, right? We might not be able to see it. We won't be able to see it here. Once we get to like level 2, if we go to the Mist, if we go to the PvP area, because the other thing that's cool about Guild Wars 2 is you can actually play max level PvP at level 2. So once my character goes through the initial story, you can immediately do PvP, because what happens is you can go into the PvP area, build out your PvP build. It won't cost you anything. And then all you have to do is just have any level 1 weapon, because when you go into the actual battlegrounds, your weapons will scale up to level 80. So you can take a level 2 character, go into the PvP zone, spec out your PvP build, right? Go in here, flip to your PvP build. This is your PvP build. You can automatically grab all these things. I don't think you have to buy any of them. You might have to buy the amulet. I can't remember. But like the relics, you have to buy the sigils. I don't think you can just grab sigils, but the relics they'll give you for free. I think the amulet and the relics you get for free. And then I think you do have to purchase the sigils, off the auction house. but they're not too expensive. They're not cheap. They're not too expensive. And then you're pretty much ready to go. You just buy like a bunch of level 1 gear, equip it, go into your PvP build, grab what you want, then go into your tree here. And once you're at that point, you can pick each of your specialization slots here. And I think we'll see that I have access to certain specializations that come from different expansions. Even though I haven't played through those expansions, I can still actually use some of that stuff. And I think that's changed. I don't think it was always like that. I could be wrong. But I remember when Heart of Thorns first came out, or Path of Fire. I think Heart of Thorns was the first expansion. I think you had to actually play through it, I thought, to actually access some of the stuff, the new specializations for PvP. But I think now they may have changed that. But again, don't quote me. So.
By all six gods, what is that thing? It's huge!
Under attack! Everybody get to the end. We can protect you at the end. We're going to take it down. Forward!
But I mean, I can't think of. I'm always blown away by the graphics in Guild Wars 2. I think Guild Wars 2 has. Well, I don't think. I mean, to me, Guild Wars 2 has the best level design. Like, it's the best level design, and it's not even close. I mean, it's not even close. When you walk around Guild Wars 2, like I talked about, like in Turtle WoW, how they'd add the new zones in Turtle WoW, and that I didn't like what they were doing with a lot of the level design because I felt like it wasn't thought out very well. It just seemed like they were cramming crap into areas. When you walk through Guild Wars 2, the level design always feels like it's there with a purpose. Like you're going, oh, okay, well, there's these little, anytime you're outside of a major city in any kind of a medieval type world, there's always going to be like a village. It's just kind of common. It's like, oh, these villagers are outside this city because they're close to the city. Maybe they have crops and stuff that they farm and stuff, and they sell these in the city to help, feed people. But when you just walk through, there's a lot of like hills. There's a lot of buildings and structures, but they're really thoughtfully designed, and you can see here that the road shows like erosion, kind of like something you'd see in Dragon's Dogma. You see like erosion just from people walking down the road, and it's just really nice. It's not overly crowded. Like items are placed thoughtfully, but not haphazardly. But just beautiful detail, like the flowers here on the bridge, and if you go up into this building here, again. Nice little flowers, a beautiful well here. See, we've got animated water in it, Oh, and there's a really cool balcony. I don't think this balcony existed in original Guild Wars when the game first came out. See this little balcony up here with the little... Look at the detail on the iron railing. See how it's bent? Like the left side's bent. Some of the bars are bent, and it's kind of bent inwards. And also just the panels. You can see a lot of detail in these panels and how the stucco's cracked. Just great, really, really good level design. And there's levels in Guild Wars 2 where there's like ships that are like wrecked on the side of a seashore, and they're like on their side, and you like go into the ship, and there'll be quests, and you'll see it as I play through the game. It's just the level design is I don't think there's any game that comes close to the level design of Guild Wars 2. And of course, Guild Wars 2 has the best map of any MMO. I think this map is the best map of any MMO. I think Guild Wars 2 has the best mini map. I think Guild Wars 2 has the best action bar. I think the Guild Wars 2 UI is the best UI, right? I mean, it's just good. Everything about the Guild Wars 2 UI, right off the bat, where's the window here? Like, what MMO can you go into? You can just immediately go into the window and stretch it, hide it. It's got beautiful textures. You click on the button and it hides it. I mean, just really, really good UI. So, anyways, enough spooging over Guild Wars 2. That's why it's one of those things that I wondered why I didn't play the game more. Because I've always played Guild Wars 2 on and off, but I've never, like, just really played it, like, really got into it.
Sergeant, there are more centaurs on the other side of town.
If he's calling for help, it must be serious. But I can't spare anyone.
I'll go. Captain Thackeray's never failed Divinity's Reach. If I can help him, I will.
Oh, you don't have to do the expansions in order? I wondered about that,
That's
Reptilian.
the spirit that'll win this war. Good luck.
Yeah, so kind of hate spending a ton of money because I'm kind of I'm not really a good place. Financially right now, because my wife's mom's in the hospital, there's a chance that my wife may not work anymore. Like she may quit her job and just take care of her mom, which is going to put financial pressure on us because that means I'm going to have to support us with just my salary. So I'm a little concerned. I'm not going to lie. So financially, you know, I'm a little strapped, but I just have to be careful that when I spend money on games and stuff that I try to somehow recoup those expenditures somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like instead of ordering out food one week, I'll, you know, I won't or something, you know, to kind of recoup the money. Did it really? Let me check. I know, and I'm so bummed, and I don't have any Bitcoin. Oh, it's an all-time high, isn't it? It's at 125,000. Holy shit! It's 124. It's at 125.4. It's an all-time high, right? That's an all-time high. So Bitcoin. So I'm so pissed off that I would have so much money in Bitcoin, but I used a bunch of the Bitcoin to buy my car, and I used a bunch of Bitcoin to buy the house. I didn't have a choice. I mean, that was my option. 200K locked in.
It's huge.
I'm just mad. I'm mad, Valse, because I was gonna take my bonus. You know, obviously my bonus is in November. The problem with Bitcoin is it always seems to spike up in October and November. So it always spikes up right before I get like a big surge of money that I can actually buy Bitcoin with. So it's like, fuck, you know, it's like, so, but that's okay because Bitcoin goes up and down. So I'll just wait for Bitcoin to drop down. Hopefully it'll drop down around like 110 or something in a couple, you know, and then I'll buy it then. Yeah, October is always really good. Yeah, I don't know. That's why they always call it Uptober. So there's the Janther Wilds, which is, I don't mean, I want to purchase this, but I feel bad. I don't like spending so much money. I'm a little bit worried about finances because of my wife's situation. Okay, well, okay, hold on one second.
I have to go back. The looters will take everything. Your life is worth more than just a few meaningless possessions. Stay here where it's safe.
Okay, so I purchased that. Now I'm done. I don't have to spend any more money on this game, right? So I have every expansion. I own every expansion except for expansion 6 and the newest one. I guess this is the newest one. Yeah, so I own every expansion except the newest one. No, I want to buy it now because it's on sale, and it's only going to be on sale, I think, for another month or something. I just want to buy it now since it's on sale. They don't go on sale that often, at least supposedly. And it's one of those things. Well, and it's one. Hey, what's up, Jay? It's one of those things. I always play Guild Wars too. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see that I've like every couple of years I play Guild Wars too. So. Yeah, this game sounds are just too low. Oh, I turned it down. I did turn it down, didn't I? One second. Is that better? Why, the Revenant dodge is so cool. Look at this Revenant dodge. And I love the little... Yeah.
They're backing off.
Yeah, they are working on Guild... But the thing with Guild Wars 3 is that's like years away. So I need something to play now. And I can't play WoW anymore. I'm just way too burned out on WoW. So... So yeah, we can play. I mean, Valse, we can literally play this game for years. Guild Wars 3 won't be out for at least 2 years minimum. Minimum. So we don't have to worry about that. Yeah. I mean, it could be 5 years. It could be 5 years, you know what I mean? For fun, you'll re-download it. But I mean, yeah, Valse, yeah, like what Reptilian said, it could be like 5 years. I don't think it'll be that long because they've done Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2, and I think unless they go Unreal Engine 5, I don't think it'll be that long. I don't think it'll be 5 years, but
Take out those giant hands, and the whole thing will come crashing.
yeah. Whoa. Oh, damn. Let's resurrect the soldier. Oh, is it? Yes, rally to him. We're in the protective bubble. Whoa. He sounds so much like Arthas when he said that. Fight for everything you hold dear. It's probably the same actor's voice. It could be.
Not dead yet. Brace yourselves. I think it's gonna explode.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna turn the game volume down. That was too loud.
Where am I? What happened?
You were injured when the elemental exploded. Captain Thackeray brought you here personally. You've been unconscious for 3 days. You had lots of visitors. Villagers you rescued, some seraph.
Quinn.
A nervous, shady-looking character.
That'd be
who
Quinn.
came by every day, but wouldn't give his name.
That'd be my friend Quinn. You might want to check your supply cabinets. I'll find out what he wanted once I'm fully recovered. What should I do now?
Fresh air and exercise are the best medicine. The goddess Duena helped you. Perhaps you could help others.
Yeah, Duena's my Patreon.
Thanks, I will. And thanks for taking such good care of me.
Oh, the other thing that's interesting is when you buy expansions, it looks like they give you new shared inventory slot. They give you a new shared inventory slot per expansion. The shared inventory slot's cool because any item you put in here is automatically you have access to no matter which character you're logged in with. And does she look like Red Sonja? Yeah, I love me a little Red Sonja. Yeah. And of course her character name is thematic, right? Her name is Shady Veil, Veil, V-E-I-L, because Revenants, this guy's a Revenant, because Revenants don't use their eyesight anymore. They don't use their eyes to see. They use their senses. That's why they wear the blindfolds. All right, so we're gonna go to here. So the cool thing, another cool thing about Guild Wars 2 is you have everything is account bound, right? Is account. So because my main guardian went through the Heart of Thorns enough to get this mount, then of course all my characters have access to this mount. So I don't know how it's a ripoff of Demon Hunters. Wow, didn't Revenant come out before Demon Hunters? Actually, I'm not sure. Which one did come out first? Probably not. But demon hunters are different because they have a different like background story. So yeah, they're completely different. But here you go. The Revenant Professional Guild Wars 2 came out before the Demon Hunter class in World of Warcraft. The Revenant was interested with the Heart of Thorns expansion. Which was released on October 23rd, 2015. Demon Hunters in WoW were announced in Gamescom 2015 and became playable in August 9th. So, actually, sounds like World of Warcraft ripped off the Revenant. I knew you were kidding. I knew you were kidding, but I was curious. Yeah, but they're very different. And of course, you can't beat Divinity's Reach. That's one of the coolest cities. I think Divinity's Reach is also one of the coolest cities in all of MMOs. Like, you just walk around this city. It's kind of mind blowing how awesome it is.
Never seen it. All fantasy, if you ask me.
I always love the bridges. Like how they did the bridges here. I think it's really cool. What is Ascalon? Where's that? Is that like... What game is that from? Autumnal Ascalon. We started Guild Wars 1? Yeah, I remember. But the graphics are so much better in this game. I have a hard time... Although the autumn in Guild Wars 1 is really cool. I love the autumn, the look of Guild Wars 1. Anyways, I'm going to go here because I know that I have some bags. That's cool things cool about Guild Wars 2 is that when you buy these bags, they soul bind, they're account bound. They're not individual character bound. So like when you buy this 18 slot bag off the auction house, if you don't need it on a character, you just throw it in the bank, and again, now I can use it on this character. Right?
Duena bless you.
Yeah. You're all refugees from Ascalon and settle in... Oh, you settle in Divinity's Reach, dice. What is this? Account bound. A straps of preparation? I'm just kind of looking. I don't even know, like, my bank's full of all kinds of stuff. So we are going to be... I did kind of screw myself a little bit because I used up a lot of my resources on my other character that I actually deleted. But let's... I do want to make this character a blacksmith and a armor smith, because we want to try to craft the legendary stuff. So wait, let's...
If we increase the city...
I'm just kind of grabbing some points of interest. We get some easy experience.
Anything to report?
And I've never done it. It is a grind. I've never done it, so I definitely want to do it. I was hoping that this was a... Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. I'm just kind of exploring the area and getting some of these points of interest. I thought where's the crafting stations? They're like... here's the weaponsmith, and so I thought there was like a main crafting area in Divinity's Reach. I thought it was near the middle, but I could be wrong. Here's an armorsmith. All right, well, let's head for the armorsmith. I don't really know how to navigate my way around in this game because I haven't played it enough. Let's see. So let's. There's probably a bunch of other stuff I should have grabbed from my bank, but we can go back in a minute. Once again, the level design in Guild Wars 2 is phenomenal. And I'm not a big fan of big cities and MMOs. Like, I think big cities and MMOs don't make a lot of sense because it just feels like how would they really create something like this? I mean, the amount of manpower to create something like this seems kind of unrealistic, but beyond that, it just looks so damn good that I give Guild Wars 2 a pass. I'm like, it just looks too damn good. But I'm not typically a big fan of huge, massive cities and MMOs. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, did they just create it with magic? Okay, the armorsmith is right around here somewhere. Looks like it's right up here. Okay, so that's an armorsmith. I actually wanted, what level is this? Okay, let's go ahead and buy this. And are there shoulders? Boots. We've already got that. We don't have boots either? No, we do. Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Equip. Equip. And, okay, so I guess the armorsmith, even though it calls him an armorsmith, he's not the actual trainer. So I came all the way here for no reason. There's apparently at the library. Yeah, for sure. There's the leather worker. So we're getting closer to the crafters. Here we go. I think this is where we need to be. Here's a master huntsman, master artificer, and here we go, master weaponsmith. So I want to become a weaponsmith. So I think I'm a weaponsmith now. I don't really know how to tell. Let's see, crafting. How do I know? Oh, I guess I'm a weaponsmith.
May Lissa aid you.
Okay, so I'm definitely a weaponsmith now. And shopkeeper. Weaponsmithing. And then we can go here and we can say craft all. Craft all. Okay. Okay, so we got the weaponsmithing going. Now we just need to find the armorsmith. What did I do? What about the green log? I didn't want to make the dowels because someone told me I don't need to make those unless I specifically need them. Ascension ripped off the image? Did they? Oh, artifacting. Here we go. This one here? The green wood log? Is it? Did they rip it off? It wouldn't surprise me if they didn't. If they did, you know. But I mean, look at the attention to detail. The attention to detail in Guild Wars 2. Schizomodak. Yeah, I know. The attention to detail in Guild Wars 2 blows my mind. And of course, they have the best mounts of any MMO. That's not even debatable. So here we've got, let's see. Oh, Master Armorsmith.
Have everything you need.
Okay, so we're now an armorsmith and a weaponsmith. So now let's just go back to, well, here, let's grab a few points of interest, I guess. If we can. What is this? I have to climb this just because it's there, you know what I mean? I just, it's like I gotta climb this. What is this? Oh. Oh, won't let me jump off though. It is. Yep. Good eye, Valst. Good eye, Valst. So here's the image that Valst just shared. And you can see that in Ascension WoW, this is pretty much the same image as this. So they certainly did rip it off. It's also called Greenlaw. Wow, that's pretty funny. It's funny, I took the time on one of my characters, one of my guardians, to really go through the game and like explore the world. Because I mean, like do the zone completions, because it takes a little bit of time to complete everything. The Queen's throne room. The Shining Blade has defended Kirta for centuries, serving and protecting the Kirtan royal bloodline. When Divinity's Reach was founded, they became the official royal guard. Ah yes, my little shadow. I've had her since I was a child. Royal children have very few friends, and she has always been a comfort to me. Interesting, that cat, Your Majesty, is she yours? So I apparently asked her about her kitty cat, Shadow. There you go, Volstay. I can play with the kitty. Un gato. El gato. I was admiring that person's armor. And he is very fat. Luckily, my cats aren't that fat, but they're getting fat because they don't do anything but eat. All right, let's go to here. Yeah. Okay, let's kind of organize our bags here.
I'm not sure about this.
Okay, so we got all kinds of stuff. Anniversary Lounge Choosy Box. Yeah, I just wanted to grab maybe. We've got this, so Salvage-O-Matic, so we don't need salvage kits anymore. What is this? Awakening Light. This is my attempt to summarize the elaborate funerary rituals used to preserve the honor of the fallen royalty of the primeval dynasty. I hope one day to oversee a modern reenactment of these rites. Well, all we know of the dynastic era burial practices comes from scrolls found in the tombs of the primeval kings and queens. Interesting. So we've got some lore going on here with this tomb.
I'm not sure about this. What is it?
But I wouldn't recommend bringing your kid there. Why not? First time in the No girls allowed. Centaur. You're not the boss of the horse.
With the confetti in the air. What a view, man. What a view. What is this instance? I'm not familiar with this, the dead end. I've never been in here before. What is the dead end? Is it like a... That's a cool little tavern.
Did you need something?
Just a cool little tavern.
I heard about girls like you. fields beyond Shaymore are Kryta's breadbasket. Since the Centaur attack, citizens are trying to rebuild their lives. But it's tough with bandits and dangerous wildlife roaming the area. Don't wait for an invitation. Jump in and help them.
That's a good question, Garrett. And I have an answer for you. Let's see.
This is a waypoint. Waypoints appear on your compass, which is in the lower right corner of your screen. You can also see them on the world map, which you can access by pressing M. Press M again to close the world map. To teleport to a waypoint, open your world map and click on the waypoint to which you want to travel.
So here you go. The Revenants are soldiers who have learned to commune with the Mist, a magical proto-reality that underlies the fabric of space-time memory and the potential in Guild Wars' universe. Through the communion, they call upon the Mist echoes of legendary figures, beings from the past. These echoes are not the actual people, but imprints in the Mist that still resonate, and the Revenant channels them to gain their unique powers. The Revenant profession is relatively new in Tyrion's history. It was introduced during the Heart of Thorns expansion. The first known Revenant is Ritlock Brimstone, a prominent character from Destiny's Edge. He discovered or learned Revenant powers during his journey in the Mists while searching for the Sword of Sohothin. So, yeah, the Revenant has access to all these stances, and I kind of talked a little bit about it earlier in the stream. You might want to go back to the beginning of the stream, maybe. Because I don't really want to go over it again, but Revenants channel different powers from the gods, that kind of the leftover essence of gods that exist within the Mists. Yeah, they're a pretty interesting class, for sure. Let's help grow some corn. Yeah, once we get a little bit higher level.
Cows think. Everyone who eats beef and drinks milk thinks.
So we got some new abilities. Let's see what they are. So we have Searing Fissure. Smash your mace into the ground, causing flames to erupt from the mist. The first strike of this attack is more powerful. Additional strike applies burning damage, and it hits up to 5 targets, so it's got an AoE effect. Our next ability here is called Echoing Eruption. Leap at your foe and deliver a massive attack that cascades outward. Does damage, inflicts some sort of torment, which I'm not sure what that is. Also applies weakness, and it looks like it grants me a stack of might, which increases my condition damage. It gives me 18 attack power. You should always read the tooltips in Guild Wars 2 because there's a lot of information in them, and they're actually really important. She's like, nice one. Nice one.
Time to do some real damage. Hurts, doesn't it?
Looking forward to playing some games again. Cool. Yeah, you should check out Guild Wars 2 if you've never played it. I can't remember. You just have to buy the base game, and that's it. I'm not sure how much it costs. Okay, I gotcha.
What have you done?
May the Six protect you.
Speeders? I don't like speeders. I don't like spiders. Ah! Ah!
Check for punctures. Spiders like to inject eggs into the cores.
Yeah, wouldn't want to taste that.
I can't bear the thought of selling the
Not very far. I got you.
many memories.
And hey, without you running things, there'd be a serious pie shortage.
Ooh, we can dual wield already. Interesting. Okay, so now we have a new ability, which is Shackling Wave. Slice through the air, sending a wave of energy from the mist towards your foe and dealing rapid strikes. Immobilized duration is increased per target you strike. So additional damage, additional strike damage. Immobilized duration per target 1 second. So if we hit every target we hit, it's probably going to be more. It also increases vulnerability, which is going to increase the damage you do. So you're going to want to start off with this. Probably going to want to go A, D, C, A would be what I would recommend. Let's try it. So we're going to go D, C, and well, of course the mob's already dead, but I would have gone into A next. I know, I tell you what, that's where ChatGPT's been almost invaluable because it helps me to really learn. It's like an easy way to kind of just learn about stuff and like a summarized stuff, like, oh, tell me the lore about certain parts of the game, and it's just really useful, you know. Instead of researching through Google, I can just use ChatGPT and summarize the lore and kind of learn about the lore really quickly. And this character hits hard, although maybe it's just... Maybe they've nerfed the content since I last played it, but she's really...
Must be a slow day.
She seems to hit very hard. Yeah, it is, but I mean, I think ChatGPT's... And I loved how, wasn't it you, Vols, who said that they stopped using Reddit? Thank God. I've always said that Reddit is the cesspool of the internet. And I absolutely hate Reddit because so much of the information there is incorrect. Oh, do they really? That's funny. Your 10 cent, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa! Why did you jump that way, girl? What are you doing to me? Oh! You could tell I'm pretty rusty with using mountain jumping in Guild Wars 2. That was a guardian. Ooh, about killed myself there.
This'll be fun.
We are not surprised at all.
Time to do some real damage.
I need backup!
I'm going to.
You can see the leveling is pretty quick. We're level 7 currently. Yeah, leveling is very quick, actually. Well, it'll slow down once we get up a little bit higher.
Somebody get those idiots away from the pipes!
Hurts, doesn't it?
Here we go! It's exploding time!
Give it your all.
Okay, applies torment, weakness, gives you might, applies burning.
Here we go. It's exploding time.
Bam! Time to do some real damage.
Here we go. It's exploding time. Now I'll never.
You can see how many people are playing Guild Wars too. I mean, look, there's like, we've seen 3 or 4 people fly right by me.
Here we go. It's exploding time.
All right, here's 4 other people. 4 other players right here. Or 3, I guess. 3 players. Chloe bots are by the Thames. Yeah, probably. I don't remember this event being so long.
It's exploding time.
Got a spear revenant maybe there?
Here we go. It's exploding time.
You must like
Yeah? Oh shit. Got quite a few players here though. 1, 2, 3, 4.
time to do some real damage.
Oh yeah, hey Eric, what's up? Achievements, character, adventure. Okay, I'll check that out. I'm just kind of going through the zones, doing the quests I'm familiar with. I don't remember this quest taking so long. Pretty cool though. It's actually cool that it's taking time. Some bonus left. So it's achievements, character, adventure guide. I don't really know where achievements is. Let's see. Well, I guess we better finish this quest first.
Time to do some real damage.
Water pipes remain too. Prevent bandits from blowing up the water pipes. It feels like we've been doing this quest a while. They just keep coming. Got a ranger, a thief.
You can repair it.
All right.
As long as we've got someone watching
There,
our
we
back.
fixed it, or we finished that part of the quest. I don't remember the next. I honestly don't remember the next part of the quest. Defend the workers repairing. Oh, we got to defend the workers repairing the pumps. Okay. Up our underwater stuff. What's that? Great sword.
You're kidding, right?
Okay, how do I go to achievements? Let's see, achievements. Where are achievements at? Achievements. And then you said character adventure guide. Okay. Using emotes. Reviving allies. Using healing skills. What the hell? What is this? Is there any way we can, like, close the quest log? I don't... I don't know. There we go, only show in combat. So I guess this is considered the compass. Interesting. Okay, well, that's better. Makes the UI look a little better. Oh. Oh, Biff. You're not a dragon. Shout up to your foe and deliver a quick attack. Flurry, plus 20% critical chance. Immobilize, duration, vulnerability. So might, vulnerability. Okay. I still think DCA seems like that might be the right rotation for this. Let's try it. D, C, A. Use base combo 2-3. Okay, so you're saying 2 is A and C. So you're saying A, Searing Fissure into Shackling Wave. I was doing like... Oh. Oh! So, you have to forgive me. Oh man, these guys are doing some damage. You have to forgive me when you say 2-3. Remember, my keybinds aren't like that. My keybinds are currently they're 3A Ds, but I'm assuming you mean 2-3 is, and this is 2A, and 3 is D. So you're just saying A D. And you said there's a finisher. Oh, this is so it says finisher. Skill 2 creates a combo. What's a combo field? Combo field fire. I mean, it applies. Okay. So fire. Okay. How does that work? So certain skills create a combo finisher, or create a combo field. How do you know? I mean, so is it just because this says it creates a combo field? I mean, the field could be any kind, right? If it said combo field ice or combo field air, it wouldn't really matter. As long as it says combo field, that means that if we use an ability that has a finisher, it should finish based off of that, right? Okay, so it's just always if there's... It doesn't matter what type of field it is, because like see it says field fire. If it was like combo field ice, it wouldn't matter. This combo finisher would still trigger it. Okay, that's cool. I didn't even know that, dude. As long as I played Guild Wars 2, this is how bad I am at Guild Wars 2, Eric. I didn't even know that. Watch the animation, a heart showing up on you. Oh, really? Here, let's try it. So we got AD, right? Oh, except I think I missed because he moved. It's alright. A. Oh, well. Didn't get a chance. I did not, JR. I told you. It's funny, as all the years I played Guild Wars 2, I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know that there was... I mean, I knew there were combo finishers, but I didn't know how to trigger them. And I knew certain abilities, like if I use a greatsword, for example, on my greatsword, if I use skill 2, and then use... Or skill, I think it's skill 3, and then use skill 2, it triggered a finisher. Smoke Cloud. Smash combo finisher in Smoke Cloud gives you invis. Are you talking about this class? What's let's try this again.
Time to do some real damage.
So let me. So, yeah, but so what creates a smoke cloud though? You said, you mean smoke cloud? Is that like, does it have to be like, is smoke cloud like an ability that like the thief uses, or I don't really know what smoke cloud is. When you say smoke cloud, do you mean like, I wonder if resing, this is part of my. Your class is gonna drop smoke field. Okay, kind of a combo field. Okay, I got you. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's this guy.
Time to do some real damage.
They're independent of class. Okay. Oh, so if I use a combo starter and somebody else uses their finisher on the same mob, it triggers. Holy shit.
Time to do some real damage.
Gotcha. Okay, well, looks like for me, my combo starter is the Searing Flame. My finisher, at least right now, is this one, the Echoing Eruption. And this one applies vulnerability. I was looking at the tilt tips trying to figure out which ability like weakens an opponent first, which, you know, basically weakens them so that they take more damage, and then using an ability after that that would take advantage of the weaken effect. That's why I was kind of trying to figure out a rotation. I didn't realize about the combo. I didn't realize about the combo finishers. Like, I told you, I'm a noob at this game. And it's so funny because I've played Guild Wars 2 a lot. Like, I mean, I've played it quite a bit. That's... Holy crap. But that also goes to show you that I tend to play games by myself a lot, like solo. So, you know, I don't learn stuff as well. And also, I'm really bad at reading reading tooltips. I'm so lazy. So in PvP, you want to keep an eye out for combos I can finish. The one thing that I always complain about with Guild Wars 2 is it's kind of hard to see. Like, the animations and stuff can be a little bit hard to determine what's going on. Like, because of the way the graphics work, it's not always easy to see what people are doing. You know what I mean? It's not like World of Warcraft where it's super easy to see, oh, someone's casting a frostbolt. You know right away when a mage is casting a frostbolt because you recognize the spell animation. Yeah, and I've never gotten used to it. Like, if we look at... Yeah, well, I like fast. I mean, I don't have a problem with fast, because if you play... I played quite a bit of retail WoW for the War Within. And if you play... Here, hold on a second. These guys are still shooting at me. It's kind of annoying. I kind of lost my train of thought. I was gonna say I've played this game quite a bit. Like, I was a founder for Guild Wars 2, so when the game first came out, I was in the game, and I love PvP, so I was very big into PvP. And what I was gonna say is, if you look, you know, here's my games played, which isn't a lot, to be honest, right? You can say games played, unranked arena games played, I guess. Unranked tournament games. So really, it's not that many. Which this is really weird to me because I would have thought I would have played way more than this. Do they always keep track of stats? Like ranked games played. Oh, like I've played ranked games played, so I don't know why it says 0. So these stats can't be correct. Maybe the ranked are specific to this character. Games played 360. I wonder what it looks like. Let me log into my main character. I'm a little confused by what I'm seeing here. This is my first character that I really... Oh, is that what it is? I was going to say, because I've played way more games than that. Like, a ton more.
May Lissa aid you.
Act with wisdom.
Need rank 20 to ranked, I guess? I don't know what that means. What do you mean need rank 20 to ranked? Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. Don't know about launch. Okay. So yeah, so these stats are the same across the account. My purple bar. Oh, yeah, down here. Oh, so it says it says 32. So what does that mean? Is that the rank 32? So apparently, if this is correct, I'm rank 32. That's your PvP rank?
Replenishing.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I played Guild Wars 2 on and off. Like, like I'll play Guild Wars 2 for like a couple months, then I won't play it for like a couple years, then I'll play it for like a couple months, then I won't play it for a couple years. I played Guild Wars 2 a lot when it first came out, Yeah, there's the PvP tracks, like here. You know, so... The season PvP is the league here. Season is active. So currently, third is the tournament. So currently, the tournament's good to make gold. I don't know how to make gold in Guild Wars 2. Like, I have so little money, and I have no idea how to make money. I think right now what I would like to do is, level up my weaponsmithing and blacksmithing. You get 5 to 10 gold just to participate. That's cool. All right, so let's go back to where we were, right? How do we exit? I don't remember how to exit this area. How do you exit? Yeah, I did. We're playing the Revenant. So currently we've got these...
Lethal combination. I like it.
Top left of the PvP menu. I was trying to... Oh, it did say exit. I just looked at that and I didn't think it said exit. So what I'm doing, dear, is I'm just trying to level up the Revenant and kind of get used to the skills, as I get them, as opposed to trying to go into PvP and like not knowing any of the skills or what they do.
That was impressive.
Oh, she said that? Did she say that? Really? I heard her say that's impressive.
Time to do some real damage.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Yeah, I never played really Revenant, so and I don't know like what their abilities do. So I'm just doing the PvE. I'm kind of learning, learning the abilities as I go. What do you, wait, what is hitting me? Oh, it's this dude. I have no idea, dude. I don't think so. Yeah, currently we have to be level 21 to unlock specializations, it looks like. What do you mean? Try and land the finisher on top of the field. I'm not sure what you mean by on top of the field. I'm not sure what you mean when you're saying on top of the field. And like the finisher seems weird that this would be the finisher because it's a jump. You know what I mean? So like when you jump, do you have to land? Like it's kind of weird. So let's say if I do. So that's how you do it. See, I think the problem I was making. Yeah, the field is the red line. See the yeah, okay, I get it. So the problem I was making, Eric, is I was running up to mobs. Like imagine this little cog here is the mob. I was running up to the mob and using A, my 1 key, right? And then using D, but then D would launch me past the mob. And so I don't think I was landing my finisher. So I think, the way to do it is to use your 1 skill when you're still, a good 6 steps away. So like this mob here, we're gonna go 1 and then 2. See? I'm assuming that's the correct way to do it. Instead of running right up to the mob like I was doing, I tried in PvP lobby. Tried 2 and 3. That's what I just did, right? 2 and 3. You have to forgive me. My keybinds are different, so I'm assuming 2 and 3 is this one is 2, this one's 3, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that's what I've been doing, 2 and 3. Like on this guy here. Eric is saying that maybe I'm too low level to get the finish to use combos. So here I'm doing 2. And then 3. Of course, I totally missed, but. But let's go. We'll go to the PvP lobby, and we'll try it on one of those mechanical machines. What was the website I referenced? I put it in my Discord. Let's see. Not really blind. They don't use their site because they don't need to. They don't need to. They have other senses that are more heightened. Okay, so let's go to. I create a new Guild Wars section in my Discord. And under the resource sections, let me go ahead and throw you the invite. I thought you were on the Discord though. JR, aren't you on the Discord? If not, but here's the link to the Discord. If you go to the Discord and go to the new Guild Wars 2 section under the resource sections, it's the first link, I think, the PvP builds, the guild gen, this one. And you can see here they've got these PvP builds, which they're decent. And then I think there was another link we did. There's the guild. Go here, and then once you go to the guild, you have to go to builds, and then just click on the meta builds for structured PvP. I think that's what S means. And then go into here, and then you'll see some other builds as well. So those two sites. And then, oh, and the Reptilian added something. I didn't see that. Thank you, Reptilian. Reptilian added this, Meta Battle, which I've seen this when I've done searches. I've seen Meta Battle. And then I just did like a little Revenant. I did a little Revenant Legends reference sheet that I created today, which just shows the different legends and kind of what skills they have and kind of what they're used for. So that's just like a kind of a cheat sheet for me if I need it. So. Oh, so it's level 22. Okay. Some skills create a combo field of a certain element, such as a flame wall. At level 52, unlock combo finishers. Other skills are combo finishers and can be used within a combo field to create a powerful effect. For example, projectile shot. Yeah, and I always heard about that. You know, Eric, what you just said? I always heard about that when that was one of the things they advertised before Guild Wars 2 launched. They were actually very big on advertising that. Like, hey, you can throw up a flame wall and then shoot arrows through it. And you know what I mean? That was something they actively advertised. Right? Where's the damn... It's here. That's why I was working on PvP lobby. Okay, let's go here and check it out. So we're in the PvP lobby. Let's try that thing. What's this guy? And we're gonna try it on one of these stationary ones, I guess. So A.
Time to do some real damage.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Morning.
Feel the fury.
But how can you tell that it actually worked? I'm not seeing any visual cue that my combo worked. Is there something I'm missing? Like here. You know what I mean? How do I know it worked?
Feel the fury.
I tried the elite specializations. I'm not really too concerned about doing the elite just yet. I want to focus on just learning the basics, you know what I mean? But like I said, when I'm using the combo, I don't even know that it's really working. Like, I don't see anything different about doing this combo here than I did when we were outside the PvP, you know? Of course, I totally missed that, but...
Time to do some real damage. Feel the fury.
Unless it's like that... What was the finish? Unless it's that big kind of blast wave at the end. It says blast. I think that's it. Like kind of that big explosion at the end. You might get... I think we can kind of see like a visual effect where it does this kind of boom explosion when I execute the 3 skill. Right here.
Time to do some real damage.
See that kind of boom. And then I did gain might. See, I gained might for 15 seconds. So let's wait, let that drop off, and we'll do it one more time to see that might appears. Okay, so might's gone. Yeah, see, and there's, yeah, so that's proccing might. So now we'll try it outside the PvP lobby and see that it doesn't show up, right? Then it shouldn't show up.
Replenishing.
That's cool. So that's isn't it funny that I did PvP, and I've done ranked PvP and won ranked PvP matches, and there's been times when I was pretty good on the Guardian in PvP, and I never knew about finishers at all. Like, right.
Time to do some real damage.
Nah, we still getting might. Look, we still got might with that. But yeah, I still got it though. See here, I just did it, and I got it here too. So. Shield requires the elite specialization herald. Okay, cool. How do we get the elite specialization herald though? I guess you have to be okay. We have to be level 80. Okay, cool. And great sword requires the elite specialization vindicator. What is this?
Mine. All mine. Time to do some real damage. Haven't been here yet.
Wake up, I need your help. I must hit level 10. Yeah, I just hit level 10. Main story quest is now available. You can see like, oh, no way, really? Okay. I only knew of one combo on the Guardian, just the Great Sword one, where you create the the little field, little protection bubble on yourself. I don't know. Hmm. I don't know if I even need to do this. That's a very short debuff. Unblockable. 5 seconds. Your attacks can't be blocked. Your next centaur skill is empowered. There's damage reduction. Okay.
Feel the fury. Many scripts, help!
He did that one. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do. Retrieve stolen tools. Who do I give them to? Here it is. Oh, it's inside? Oh, so it's outside.
Welcome.
Okay.
That's enough tools to get back to work anyway. We could use just a few more, though.
Well, we could expedite the leveling a little bit. I don't normally expedite leveling, but we could take one of those little power-ups that just increases XP while we're leveling, which might not be a bad idea. All kinds of buffs. Cool. Yeah, that's what that's what we're going to be trying to learn, JR. When you unlock the other spirits, how do I... And those are just based on level, right?
Another personal victory.
Vengeful Hammers. Centaur is the healing, right? Oh. Let's find out. Centaur, project tranquility heal, natural harmony, delayed strong heal, AoE condition cleanse, and the dwarf is heal cleanse conditions. Yeah. Projectile, okay, cool. So let's... Oh, jeez. That's a big animation. Holy crap, it lasts for a while, too. How long does it last? It just lasts until you turn it off? Is that correct? That's kind of weird. Interesting. It drains your energy. Yeah, yes, I realized, I learned today that the Revenant's an energy-based class, and that you're going to be switching your your legend. What do you call it? I guess you're switching your legends, right? Is that like the best way to say it? But you are going to be running out of energy. So I did a little research when I was at the hospital today. Let's see. And for example, here, Legend Swaps plus energy usage explained. Set of cooldowns. Revenant doesn't use normal cooldowns. Instead, it uses energy. You have 50 energy per legend that refills slowly over time. So you want a legend swap. So basically, you can channel 2 legends in a match, e.g. Glint plus Ventari. Pressing F1 default swaps between them, giving you a new set of utility skills. Swapping has a 10-second cooldown, and the energy bar resets after 50 with a mechanic called energy lockout. You can't spend energy for 1 second. So you got to pre-plan your rotations, right? So a good energy management example, in Dragon, keep only 3 facets active so you're not draining too fast. Consume facet of light for infuse of light. After burst passes, swap to Ventari, reset energy to 50, use natural harmony and purifying essence to top your team back up. So ChatGPT seems to be fairly useful in giving me a little bit of info on kind of how it works. I mean, I'm not saying ChatGPT is going to be 100% correct, but just to give me an idea of how it works, because I have no idea. I had no idea how it worked, you know?
Is it just me, or am I
Oh, you bastard. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was kind of talking about, is like, we're going to be using Herald, and we're going to have to be swapping between different... I mean, a lot of times I could see what we're probably... Where's my... I have a cheat sheet I put together too. So I would imagine a lot of times if I'm trying to like maintain my group and keep people healed up, I'm probably going to be switching between Herald and Ventari, right? Or Centaur. I don't know how you want to call it. What do people normally... They're saying Herald and and what, Centaur? As opposed to Ventari. It's probably like Dwarf Assassin. So I'll probably switch between Herald and Centaur, I would imagine, for healing. And then, of course, when I want to like mitigate damage, I'm going to go into Dwarf. And when I want to somehow burst out some damage, I'm going to be going to Assassin. The hell? Yeah, I didn't know what names they would use. So Shiro plus again. Oh, so you're using the character names. So then you're using the character name, the kind of god name or so. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. You do not call Assassin John Wilkes Booth. Do you really? Holy crap, we have all that stuff still open. So you say Shiro plus Glint. So you're using the name. So you'd say Shiro plus Glint or Jalis. So here would be Ventari, Glint. Why Shiro plus Glint? Do you use you can't use two, right? You only have one active at a time. So it's just, so why would you say Shiro plus Glint? Like, why would you say two? Can you have two active? Two of the legendaries active? I'm confused. Again, what a surprise. Okay, so you slot two, but use one. Okay, cool.
Time to do some real damage. Feel the fury. Endurance running low.
Endurance running low, wow.
That one for days.
I don't know, I never use these gems anyway, so. And swap frequently, yeah, for sure.
Many a mighty beast has succumbed to my might.
That reminds me. Did I tell you my wife is pregnant?
How does that remind you of your wife?
All right. So we are level 13. Oops, that's not the entrance. Somebody cried for help. I guess we could help them, right?
Help me over here!
Time to do some real damage.
The citizens of Beetleton are harried by the constant threat.
I wonder if the centaurs would be less hostile. More for me then.
Fear for my life every time I leave the monster. Centaurs. They have no moral compass whatsoever.
Is that all of it? I could have sworn I had more. I'll wait here a bit longer, just in case.
Get over here and help me!
These are dangerous times.
Weren't there centaurs around here? Taste the new ale. I don't know. I'm not sure if they do or not. I thought they did. I thought I remember them saying that they did change it. Yeah. But I haven't played a class that really dots a lot, like a like a Shadow Priest or a Warlock or whatever. What are you doing, Julian? I don't know what you're doing. Squishy. Squishy. And these guys are just kicking my ass. Not gonna lie, these guys are kicking my ass big time. The one thing is, I've played Guardian so much that I'm so good on the Guardian. Like I'm really bad on this class. Not that I'm playing it poorly, really per se, but yeah, I'm kind of getting my ass handed to me. Oh, of course, these guys are kind of, well, at least that guy was sort of an elite. I guess actually all of them are veterans, so I guess they're all fairly difficult. Yeah, so I don't know if it's just because these guys are veterans or it's just because I suck at this class or what. I probably have shitty gear to boot. Oh, well we gotta get to level 15. What level are we now here? I think we're gonna cheat on this character. I don't normally cheat on characters, but we may boost this character a little bit. Because we're just trying to really learn the class, and I'm not going to be trying to do complete like zone completions on this character. I definitely like the depth of the class. Has way more depth than the Guardian, at least initially. It feels like it does have a lot more depth. You know, a lot more complicated. And I have to get a feel for the energy. I think the energy usage is something with most classes. That's something you have to kind of get used to over time.
Praise the gods. This blessed brew would have gone to waste in the uncivilized hands of those ruffians.
Well, I wanted to try the weapons, but so far I can't use a shield. I can't use a war horn. I'm not sure what other weapons I can use. Staff I get. We can use a staff though. But I don't think I probably can't dual wield yet, can I? Or like weapons. Can I weapon swap? Oh, we can. Nice. Well, yeah, let's try the staff out. We need to get used to the staff too, because we may end up using that quite a bit in PvP. Okay, so it looks like melee attack. Melee, smash ground in front of you to damage foes. After delay, the allies are killed. Let's try this. This looked like it was deflecting projectiles. Blocks incoming attacks. Release a burst of energy that heals and removes conditions. And then charge forward, knocking back enemies that cross your path. Okay. Interesting. Staff looks pretty cool. That's pretty. Did they get you downloading Guild Wars 2 GR? It looks good, doesn't it?
My poor aging heart cannot take this.
It looks, it's...
No, I must remain chaste.
Yeah, the staff's actually pretty cool. The staff version is I like quite a bit actually.
How can I help?
You see? Balthazar will protect the brew. This spear is blessed by the gods themselves.
This beer is blessed by the gods themselves. Balthazar, save us.
The beer. Above all, protect the gods' fear. The gods smile upon this brew. Time to do some real damage.
Brenda, it's about time.
A little spot of trouble along the way, but the gods saw fit to spare us.
Well, good.
Aye, all here and ready for your consumption.
Thank you. Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next time. Oh wait, we got some weapons here. Can we? Okay, what can we use? So we can't use most of the stuff. We can use a mighty hammer, right? And we can use an axe.
Always a pleasure.
Hmm. And no, it's an offhand item. Interesting.
Don't you ever get tired of helping people? No? Oh, well, neither do I.
All right, so now we've got more weapon sets. So we've got a chilling isolation. Was a lot of variety in Guild Wars 2. Strike all enemies. Then release a burst of mist energy. Whoa. Look at that. Sword. I've never done a sword axe combination. I don't think I've ever played Guild Wars 2 and dual wielded sword and axe before. So we also got C, Frigid Blitz. Throw your axe at your target, damaging and chilling foes. Okay, it says it's unblockable. Okay, this is a combo finisher. But we don't have a combo starter, right? So what if we... I mean, so this is shielding isolation and then unreleasing assault, or shackling wave, which is a that. Okay. So this has the combo finisher. So now we just need a combo starter, but we can't equip that there. I don't think we have any other weapons. Let's go back to that weapons vendor. Main hand. I can't use a dagger, maybe?
What brings you here?
Whoever decided to station me
No. Weapon unusable by your fresh. Can't use a focus. Harpoon. I have to do the code on spear training mastery, whatever that is. And we can't use the scepter either. Well, apparently you can, but you got to do some more. Like, how about torch? Unusable. Try learn utility. You have a combo field on it. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by it. Okay. Inspiring reinforcement? Oh, you mean like...
So, Buka, how is that whole praying to a bunch of invisible beings working out for you?
You mean like in here?
Others for odd beliefs. Your kind believes the world is a machine.
It is, yes. It's a terrific structure to be studied and understood.
How can you study something as big as the world when your own golem ran off?
It didn't run off. It just had an unscheduled momentum overload.
Use hero point? Okay, I'm all okay. So yeah, use these hero points. Now you want me to learn?
Been 2 weeks.
Now that, my friend, is an act of faith.
One of these, right? You said inspiring, so this one here. Inspiring reinforcement?
Impressive. You fight like a
We can't get to it yet.
I learned
It's
from
the
the
next
best.
one in the tree. So right now we just learned forced engagement, which launch a chain at your foe. Okay, cool. But you're saying that one has a finisher. Really? So this one here is a combo field lightning. Oh, so what does that do? So that's the finisher, is it does some sort of lighting. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, I'm learning so much stuff about Guild Wars 2 I never did before. How is it that I didn't know this shit? So this is our hammers and this is chain. And let's put our axe back in. Whoops. And actually, yeah, we don't need to go to our bag. I always forget that in here you can go in here, which is interesting. Spear. I don't know what the code on spear training mastery is. I don't know if that's like some sort of quest or... I just don't know.
Threshold achieved.
I do. I actually purchased it today. I purchased it today, dude. I'm like all in on Guild Wars 2. See, thank you for your purchase. I also purchased today I purchased End of Dragons and Janther Wilds. I own every expansion except for the brand new one, the one that just came out. Or other than that, I own, yeah. So I own like 5. There's 6 expansions, I think, and I own like 5 of them. Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, Janther Wilds, End of Dragons, and one other one. I think I just have to get to level 80. Oh, I need the story quest My Guardian to get Spear. Okay. I got you. Or I could just do the story quest on this character. But that would take a lot longer. So, slicing into the mist, creating an unstable rift. After a short duration, the rift will collapse in on itself, pulling in enemies. That's like bizarre. I don't really. It's like I don't really quite. That's a really weird ability. These abilities, you're going to just start all over on a fresh account. What? Oh, you don't have any. Well, JR, did you say you lost your account? I remember you said something about that yesterday. These skills are bizarre. Like, so Shadow Step and Unleash a Fierce Attack. Gain might each time you damage a foe. Let's see. Slam the ground with your hammer, creating a cascade of eruption. Move through the mist to the target area when you land, damage, and shield foes. Create a field from the mist that blocks incoming projectiles in front of you. Summon a massacre from the mist to strike the ground, recharge. Lessons of Ruin. Combo finisher blast. Combo field dark. So DC. Weird. The mace on the Revenant's not really that good, I'm not gonna lie. I think the mace on the dual hand mace on the Guardian is way better because it has like I think the knockback, doesn't it? Like the launch. Nope. Just trying to get used to these abilities. What is this one? Shadow Step unleash fierce attacks on nearby foes, gain might. And this one is strike all nearby foes that release a burst. It deals a second strike. The second strike deals damage. You evade for 1.5 seconds, which is cool. That's actually good. And then shield number of targets. Combo finisher whirl. Combo field. So if we go C into A, right? So let's try this. Let's go C. I'm not sure if that really did anything. Yeah, these weapons are a little... I'm not gonna lie, these skills are a little... They feel a little clunky. Weird. And a lot of these skills have like weird, they're like targeting. You have to like, you can't just hit the button. You gotta hit the button, then aim it, and then click the button again. And then this one here, you have to hold the button down for some reason. Some of these, you can't just like click it. You have to like almost hold it down. Like if I just tap it. Okay, no, it worked that time. Maybe it requires a target. Maybe that's what it was. I think some of the skills require a target. Let me try this again. So I've got no target. Yeah, see. You must have an enemy targeted to use that skill. It felt like that entire ability just missed. Like it didn't even hit anything. You can change this on the options. I changed to instant cast. Yeah, I think the instant cast might be much better. Where is it at though? Options, combat movement. Yeah, let me try that, because it just feels weird. So one of the ones was the A ability here on this one. Yeah, see, that's way better. Like having to target that seems kind of silly. And then I don't know about the C one if it had a. Oh. Yeah, that's much better. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, because that just made it feel really clunky. Yeah, not a fan of the axe. Good for movement, I guess. I will say that the sword main hand is pretty good. This has a really nice evasion to it for 1.5 seconds, which is really nice. And then the A skill seems to be pretty good too. But yeah, not a fan of the axe. It's got movement on it, but I'm not sure if it's worth it.
Have you seen the bugs around here?
Neat, aren't they?
If by neat you mean heart-stoppingly huge.
That whole praying to a bunch of invisible beings working.
I wouldn't mock others for odd beliefs. Your kind believes the world is a machine.
It is, yes. It's a terrific structure to be studied.
Yeah, I feel like the mace sword is far superior to the sword, whatever it was I was using, the sword axe, I guess. But I have to play around with that some more. But I like the mace sword over the sword axe.
Endurance running low.
Yeah, yeah, definitely like this setup. Definitely liking the mace sword staff over the other setup. Like way better. Like I feel like it's far superior. You lose out on some mobility and evasion though, but it just feels like it flows a lot better. Alright, we are level 14. So, I think what you were saying is if I went to my main character and tried to start one of those other expansions, I don't really know how to start the expansions. I would imagine you could just activate it or something. But let's say I go here. Oh, actually, I have training points on there. Actually, we don't want to be in here, though, I don't think. So here's Heart of Thorns. And you were saying the Janther expansion, this one. So we could begin this story. So in the Secrets of the Obscure, doing the story, you get a skill to use weapons free without need especially. Okay, so that's the Secrets of the Obscure.
The Queen had Farron reach out to me? Farron? Okay, sure.
Look on the wiki webmaster training.
Soma. Never changes. Never should. This is where the mail said to meet. Maybe I'm early.
The Pack Commander, champion of an Elder Dragon, the talk of Tyria, in the flesh.
Do I know you?
Me Ray of the Cantha Report, International News Desk, seeing the sights and seeking stories from Central Tyria. Got a minute to chat? Well, you've got one heck of a story, and the people deserve to hear it.
I can probably spare a moment.
Good. Walk with me. Talk with me. Didn't have a chance while you were still in Cantha. Big name like you probably has 1,000 things to say, but let's start with this. Killing Suwon, saving the world, ending the reign of the Elder Dragons, a lot to cope with. Thoughts?
Killing Suwon, saving the world, ending the reign of Elder Dragons, a lot to go with. Interesting. How do you respond to charges that your leadership or lack thereof was one of the chief reasons for the catastrophic events that negatively impacted the Cantha? Oh, I just really can't. Right. So, how do you think the world's a better place without the Elder Dragons? I don't remember the story. I don't remember the story before this. I don't remember what happened before this. Cycle is in balance. Feels other lives. Your future plans you like to develop here. There's still much to do.
Uh-huh. Scandal, death, romance. Give me the juicy details.
There's not much more to it. We prevented widespread disaster a few times. Lost some friends along the way. But now that the dragon cycle is over, it's peaceful.
Pack Commander's retirement haunted by dreams of the past. The screams of war.
I might not word... Oh gosh, this could be important. Do you mind?
I think I got what I need. Just you wait. Your name will be painted on every chronicle in Tyria. Thank you, Commander. You can trust me to tell your story as authentically
Yeah, I don't think
as
so.
possible.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think she likes me too much.
Thank you, Timey.
Upgraded comms device, experimental. I look sick. Oh, this is my original Guardian. Right here, this is my original Guardian. I jumped onto the my Guardian here to see if I could maybe start the completion of some of these other expansions, just to open up some stuff, you know? Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of overwhelming because there's just so much stuff to do. It's like I almost want to like take the Revenant and just level her to 80 and then do the expansions with her. But obviously that'll take longer than, you know what I mean? We got quite a few birthdays here on my character too. Sorry for sending this antiquated note. While I was working with Yao in June, communications became pretty important to solving their power problems. The good news is we've made some serious upgrades to the comm system I developed. The bad news is I can't patch the system. I have to roll this out to every user individually, and you won't be on the upgraded network until you get the update. Call me every 5 minutes complaining that he has something important, yada yada. Maybe asking what he needs. So he stops bugging me. Hence, I've attached one-time user services that will apply the update to the comms unit automatically. Okay. Welcome to Tammy's upgraded comms network. Please select a recipient for your call. I don't. You could use level 80 boost. I could use level 80 boost. The problem with using level 80 boost is then I haven't had a chance to play with skills while I'm getting them. You know what I mean? If you level up,
Hi there.
you're going to be a lot more efficient with your character than if you just boost. If you boost, then you get to like, okay, now you're back in the situation I was in yesterday, where I've got a character who has all these skills and I have no idea how to use them. So it's more like that feeling of being kind of overwhelmed to a certain degree. But we'll see. I mean, there's so much to do in Guild Wars 2, so just I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this comms device is. I don't know who these people are. I don't remember Tammy, Yao, Roma, Brahm. I don't remember any of these people. It says, please select your recipient for your call. I don't know.
This is Timey. I'm not available to talk right now. You know, busy inventing novel technologies that change how we communicate. Leave a message and I'll get back to you. This is so cool.
Oh, timing.
So you're saying, true, but if you want to play the story, you will learn. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, if I play through the story.
Command, is you?
Yao? Can you...
Sorry, if that's you. I can't stand anything saying.
I'll call another time. Yao, still there? Must be down in the Jade Mine again.
Yeah, I like the armor on this character. Now keep in mind this shoulder item here, like this shoulder is a PvP cosmetic reward. Like from way back when, and actually this is one of the first things I ever got playing Guild Wars 2 from PvP was this shield, right? Here. Which is super cool. Holy shit, I got a lot of bag space on this character because this is my original character. Right? I have multiple great swords here. Do we have a...
Hi there. How are you doing?
Good. You?
Fine, thanks.
So, this was like one of the original... This shield here was one of the original rewards, PvP rewards. Super cool looking. Anyways, let's get out of here. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just kind of running. Try the Woolbender spec. But isn't that more of a Isn't that more of a PvP spec, Eric? I like the I'm liking the Revenant so far, but I love the Guardian. The Guardian's my favorite. It feels like with Guild Wars 2, it's like because I haven't played the game I haven't played the game a lot. I never went through the expansions. I think that's where I screwed up on Guild Wars 2. I think to really enjoy Guild Wars 2, you need to go through the expansions, so that way you unlock all the stuff. If you've been like me and really haven't gone through the expansions, then you're missing out on a lot of stuff, I think. Use the boost on my Revenant and played the Path of the Fire. Oh, so you basically you boost to 80, then you do the story, and it's really easy because you're already 80. Oh, I never thought about. Oh, yeah. Actually, it's not a bad idea. You could boost. Yeah, you could do that. Hey, Toby. Yeah, I was on the Revenant. We're just I was checking something out on the expansion. So we're going to jump back on the Revenant here in a second. Just trying to figure out what's the best way to approach learning the Revenant class. You know, what's the best way to kind of learn the class in a fairly efficient manner. I think one thing we could do is, like, I've never boosted characters in Guild Wars 2. I've never boosted a character. I mean, I have 4 level 80 character boosts, so you can see I've never boosted a character. So you say if I want to play him, boost him. I think what I might do is I might just boost him. I might boost the character up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like boost like a few levels or something. Just so we can unlock some stuff and then play through some of the story. You know what I mean? I don't want to boost straight to 80. I just don't really want to do that. But we could just boost like to like 30 or something, or 25 or something, and just to unlock a few things. But all right, so what I was saying is I have tons of like stuff, like, you know, Tombs of Knowledge. I've got 11 of these. Grants 1 character level if below level 80. I have grants a small amount of experience. So I've got 23 writs of experience. I have XP boosters.
I didn't see you there.
I have a lot of stuff we could maybe use if we wanted to, just to kind of clear the stuff out of my inventory anyway. We got a karma boost. We got all kinds of stuff. Depositing materials. Ooh.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Well, that's way stronger than mine. Bag of experience. This actually contains 3 tombs of knowledge. Huh? What else we got? We got all kinds of crap. I got so much stuff I don't even know what it all is. Bank access express. Banded riftstone. I had Winter Rift. Black iron statuettes. Here, experience scroll. Look at this one. Double click to advance your character to level 50. Here you go. Double click this one to advance your character to level 20. Look at that. Yeah.
Speak quickly.
Congratulations to me.
So there. So we'll just jump our character from level 14 to 20. Just give her a little bit of a boost.
Live well.
Oh, you get the exotic celestial. Is that good? Well, we could always. Experience. Ooh, we can clap some of these things together.
You have so much to do.
I'm rich, you know.
Full gear to play as 80. Cool.
Our deeds are reflected in a dream.
I've played MMOs for such a long time you know, Eric, and I've always been very much against boosting. Like, I never like to boost. I always like to level, but I don't have as much time to play him as much as I would like it, you know, especially with my wife's mom being in the hospital right now with after a stroke. So I just don't have the amount of time to play. So leveling this character with a few mini boosts is probably going to be more advantageous. But let's go ahead and look at the dwarf. If we train, we're going to get into, let's see. Now we've got the inspiring reinforcement, which is interesting. And I want to look at the centaur training. Project Tranquility. What's the next one? The next one is collect energy, pulling it into the tablet to build up. I don't even know what a tablet is. That's level 9. And remove conditions from allies. Purifying essence. Yeah, sure, why not? And summon a protective barrier. Sure, okay. Why not? Okay, so now we have inspiring reinforcement.
My time is precious.
Okay. Well, we can't switch. Oh, we got to pick it. I just need to pick it. There we go.
Together we shall gallop.
So now we have. Oh my God. Yeah, see, this is what I was trying to get away from, Eric. See how now I've got 2 different legendary stances with completely different abilities. I've never used any of these skills. If I were to boost to 80, I would just feel so completely lost. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so now that I've got multiple ones, and I'm level 20, I feel like now I can play around with this and kind of just see, you know. I wish one thing they don't have in Guild Wars, which would be kind of nice, would be to have PvP based on level. Would kind of like World of Warcraft would be have some PvP arenas that were based more on your level range, so that you could like I could go in and do PvP like right now with only the skills I have here, you know, and that way you could kind of play PvP without having to have a full setup of everything to kind of get good with your character, just with like a kind of a limited subset of your level 80 abilities. I think that would be really nice, you know, as opposed to having to be like, well, okay, when you do PvP, you've got access to everything.
Past the shooters, you've gone too far.
You know what I mean?
Shooting range next to it.
Oh, we got some shoulders now. I don't know what. Let's see. Precision, poison duration. These are all kind of crap, aren't they? Rune of Vrata Sun. They're all the same, aren't they? Why would you give you 3 shoulders, but they're all identical? Wait, no. Toughness, power, precision.
I've never actually spoken to a Norn. They intimidate.
I'm gonna go with, I guess, power. It doesn't really matter at this level, but.
Something to do with the pump house.
I threw the bones this morning. According to Grenth, we're in for a safe journey. Can I help you? Oh, look. It's a sign from Landrew. We need to leave, right this minute.
Whoa. Whoa, that is so... Oh my god, that is so cool. How cool is that? Holy shit. So you throw the tablet, and then the other abilities get used off of the tablet. And it looks like the shield is a channeled ability.
Scrit. I don't know about divine tests, but I'd say your scrying failed.
Okay, so we definitely need to... Okay, so we've got this one. This one's going to go here, and sword goes here. Mace goes here. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's crazy. I really like the visuals of the legendary centaur stance, which is called, oh my god, where is it? The centaur we're calling Ventari. So the Ventari, right?
Here come more of those monsters.
You will be broken.
I don't care. Toughness, power, it doesn't matter at this level.
To arms, centaurs approach.
For the Tamini.
Time to do some real damage. Hurts, doesn't it?
It's just amazing to me that I never got more into Guild Wars, that I didn't really kind of dive deep into Guild Wars 2. Every time I play the game, I always think that. And then I get bored, and I don't think I get bored because the game's boring. I think I get bored because I'm lazy. You know what I mean? I'm like too lazy to put out the effort, because Guild Wars 2 is one of those games where I think you do need to put out some effort, you know. There's a lot to do in this game. It's a very big game.
Time to do some real damage.
Monsters.
We must renew ourselves.
Enemy spotted.
Praise the Six. They're testing our fortitude.
Yeah, I think that's kind of... I think that's what my goal should be, Eric, is to try to go through all the stories before...
I just wanted a sandwich.
When does the next expansion come out?
Spilled it on my pants. It's not funny.
Lady, your ability to read the future may be terrible, but at least we made it.
End of the month. Oh, there's no way I can get through all the stories before then. It's just like, no way. We've got Ion 2 coming out next month. Not to mention there's another MMO coming out next month. There's a couple MMOs coming out next month. Although Ion is, it's going to be the Thai and the Korean servers coming out next month. The global US is not going to be out for like 6 months at least, probably. Okay, so what is this?
Let's do it again.
Another two. Oh, I can use two-handed. So I can use axes apparently. So two-handed axe is the same as the mace? No, it's not. Coalescence of runes. Slam the ground with your hammer, creating a cascading roping energy. Leap through the mist to target area when you land. See that? Okay, so I like the two-handed axe already better than the two-handed hammer. Create a field from the mist, blocks incoming projectiles in front of you, then fire bolts. Combo field dark. Combo finisher. You're trying to do it, yeah. Okay, so it's still the same. So did I not equip? Okay, so the Warhammer is the same as the mace. Oh, because it's a Warhammer. I thought it looked like an axe in the icon, but it's actually, they're both the same. They're both hammers. I don't know if there's a two-handed axe and if I can even use a two-handed axe, I have no idea.
I was manufactured to the highest standards.
How do you do?
All right, well, I need to get to bed.
We're here.
So I'm level 20. I created this character tonight, and we're level 20. But the story, we got a long ways to go in the story. I'm not sure how long it would take to go through the story. Like on this character, it would take a long time because I'd have to go to the original story leading up to the expansions.
To Queen Jenna.
It's Quinn.
Hey, there you are. It's great to see you back on your feet. Come on, let's go for a drink. I'm buying.
You're buying? Oh, this must be a special occasion. Owen, thanks for coming to see me when I was injured.
Quinn, there you are. I'm gonna gut you right here and now.
Wait. Why are you so mad? I didn't do anything.
That's the point. You were supposed to back up Riot Alice, but you didn't do
Riot
anything,
Alice.
and the Widowmakers took her.
Hello, Pete. It's been a while. What's the problem here?
So, you're back. Just in time to protect your idiot friend again. Problem is...
Okay, I know this story.
The Widowmaker's hideout is around the corner. Listen, I'm sorry you got dragged into this, but hey, you're really bailing me out. Thanks.
What do you want?
I saw a few of these clowns hanging out under the bridge. Let's get the password from them.
My mug has gone in. Bartender.
It's some of Pete's thugs. Get him!
Time to do some real damage.
Ooh, that stuff is pretty hard, huh?
All right, we want the password to your hideout, and we want it now.
If I tell you, he'll let me go?
Yeah, we'll let you go.
I won't. They didn't protect me. I don't owe them anything.
Forget it. They're too tough for us.
Trouble. Pete's goons are here.
You're kidding, right?
Feel the fury.
Get over here and help me.
Hey.
It's right, Alice.
Thanks for the rescue. I was really starting to hate these guys. As for you, Quinn, this almost makes up for you getting me caught in the first place. Almost.
Hey, I always clean up my own messes. You were never in any danger.
Right, Quinn. Whatever you say.
All right, we saved Riot Alice.
Make it quick. Lucky for you, Quinn, you made it. Good thing Alice isn't hurt.
No thanks to you, Pete. Were you gonna leave me with those goons? I thought you needed me for the apothecary job.
Shut up about that. Now, as to you, Quinn, you're off the hook for Alice. But as part of the gang, I've still got work for you.
Captain Thackeray needs to speak to you right away.
Thanks for coming. Not too busy to have a word with me, are you? I need some information about a thug named Two-Blade Pete.
Pete, huh? Yeah, I know him. He's always been trouble. These days, the less I have to do with him, the better I like it.
Glad to hear that. His gang's mischief's getting downright deadly. Know anything about what they might be planning next?
I just helped my friend Quinn settle a score with him,
Hey,
and I heard
Armor.
a member of his gang mention an apothecary. That mean anything to you?
Apothecary? Pete's goons have been sniffing around in Shaymore. There's an apothecary there. That might be their next target.
My friend Quinn is mixed up in this. Can you give me a chance to talk him out of it?
Well, it's asking a lot, but for the hero of Shaymore, I'll try. Get Quinn out fast. My soldiers will move in as soon as they see trouble. Good luck here, but be careful. In situations like these, the wrong choice can kill a friendship. Or a friend.
Welcome to the big time. Population, me.
I'm not new to the game, but see, I still consider myself kind of a noob in Guild Wars 2 because I've played. I'm a founder of Guild Wars 2. You know, when Guild Wars 2 first came out, I played it. And I play it like every so often. I play it for a few months at a time. So this time I'm playing it again. I haven't played it in a couple years, probably. Surprising that it's been that long, actually. But I know Eric's been helping me here, and some other people have been helping me and show me about combos and combo finishers, which is funny. I knew there were combos in the game, but I never really used them. So I'm just trying the Revenant out because I'm trying to get back into PvP, and I wanted to find a class that would be fun to play. I really like Guardian, and I may still play Guardian, but I thought it'd be fun to try something new. So we're trying the Revenant. And so far, I'm liking the Revenant. I think the Revenant's pretty cool. I still like Guardian the best, but maybe when I, get more of the Revenant's abilities and stuff, but I think Revenant seems like it's way more complicated. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot more depth to the Revenant. I mean, there's like a lot going on. There's a lot of different things when you're switching these different legendary stances. It's very different. Got the Dwarven stance here, and we've got the Centaur stance. Create a stone road that damages. Create a stone road that damages and weakens foes as it's created. Once it's created, it will pulse, granting stability. Interesting. It also has a combo field lightning. So if it has a combo field lightning, it should do this. Although I didn't see lightning. Oh no, I don't know. I didn't see any lightning there. But yeah, I feel like a noob in Guild Wars 2. Even though I've played the game on and off and am an original founder, I still feel like most of my gameplay in Guild Wars 2 has been around PvP. So when it comes to like PvE, I've never done anything past the original story. I've never done any of the expansion content, other than just enough to get the mount. Just enough through the Heart of Thorns, I think. Just to get them out. But anyways, I do need to get to sleep. It's way too late. I'm just trying to figure out what my goal is going to be here. With this character. I mean, my goal is to get good on Revenant PvP, but I don't understand. Like it says here, we can drop down the road. I did see the lightning there. Did you see that when the road disappeared? There was like lightning, kind of like static electricity or something. Let's see if when the road Oh no, it's still there. See, you can still see it there. Ooh, you saw the kind of thunder. Let me try. Now, see, that does the same thing anyway. Combo finisher, combo field. So shouldn't that work? Like, I don't know if Eric, if you're still there. Try combos in the PvP lobby. Okay, let's try that. It's just hard to tell when a combo's working. Like, I don't see like a different visual thing. You know what I mean? You need. Yeah, but what level do you need? All right, so let's try this.
Battle awaits. Time to do some real damage.
Yeah, see, I didn't see. It looked just that didn't look any different than like the PvE version. So yeah, I'm a little. So a new Turtle Hop patch dropped, it looks like.
Have at you.
Am I reading this right? Combo field. Yeah, because like. The hell was that? Combo finish on this combo field? Oh yeah, see that works. Yeah, I did, yep. So why isn't it working for me then?
Feel the fury.
Now here's a combo finisher blast.
Time to do some real damage.
So is it just a level thing? I'm not high enough level maybe?
Time to do some real damage.
Yeah, it's not though.
Feel the fury.
Yeah, I don't know. I do need to get to bed, but let me try something. So yeah. That was a combo field lightning.
Feel the fury. I could outrun a centaur. Feel the fury.
No. I don't know where I would see the heart at. I don't see any hearts. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what heart you're talking about. Ah, well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll do some research, figure out what's going on. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. I'm tired. I'll figure out these combos and see out what's going on. There's probably something I'm doing wrong, or maybe it's a level requirement, or I don't know. But I'll catch you guys later, man. Peace out. Peace out. Have a good one, guys.